Part B of the practical is to study pulse width modulation through analog fiber optic link. So we have studied this in the part A. We have used this frequency modulation block. Now in part B we will be setting up the fiber communication link using the pulse width modulation technique. So you are already aware that we need to use the input signal from the function generator. Then we need to use this pulse width modulation block. From the output of this pulse width modulation block goes into the emitter circuit. From the emitter through the fiber cable, the output goes to the detector circuit. That detector circuit output goes to the comparator circuit. From the comparator, the output goes to the low pass filter. The output goes from the low pass filter goes to the AC amplified circuit, and finally we will be seeing the output from the received output from the AC amplified circuit. Okay, so let's see the output at each and every block. So this is our input signal that you will see in the DSO. This is our input signal. This input signal gets converted into the train of pulses according to the amplitude of the input signal. So this, let's see the output of this pulse width modulation. So this is the train of the pulses that we will get as in PWM modulation block output. We will get this train of pulses based on the amplitude of the sinusoidal signal. Then this train of pulses goes to the emitter circuit, detector circuit and the comparator circuit. Over here the output of the comparator circuit will be the train of the pulses signal that we have seen in the as the output of the PWM modulation, but with some of the higher frequency component. So for converting that higher frequency component and converting this train of pulses according to the on and off duration into the actual sinusoidal waveform, we need to use the low pass filter over here. So let's see the output of this low pass filter circuit. So the output of the low pass filter circuit is the sinusoidal waveform, but the amplitude is lower as compared to the input signal. So let's amplify that signal using this AC amplified circuit, and let's check the output at the AC amplified circuit. See, we are getting, by adjusting the gain of the AC amplified circuit, we are getting the received signal same as the actual signal. So this is the complete setup of the communication using pulse width modulation technique.